do things that we love. Most of us in here, I think. And once I started like Googling and looking, like, oh, this is actually a career. This is a business. And so I just started charging some of my clients what I was making at the Y, and soon it kind of, got word of mouth and, started a business. And it's been fabulous. I found out when I was 40, I want to backtrack just a sec. I found out when I was 40, 10 years ago, that I had ADD. And I don't have ADD. There's no way, because people with ADD can't do anything. Let alone like run a business or have a career, run their life. But you learn different tricks. And so some of the tricks I use for myself now, like categorizing everything, all my albums were alphabetical, all my books were alphabetical, everything, all my stuffed animals were small to tall, and it just kept me calm, and it just made sense for me. I mean, it's crazy, right? But those things, I surrounded myself with that, helped me when I was reading the same paragraph over and over again because I couldn't focus. But if I looked up and saw clutter, it would have made me crazy. So I knew that was something that I just needed for myself. So when I started the business, that's kind of what I started doing, just calming my friends down. Organizing their kitchen, going through pantries and books and toys and things like that. So I started the business in 2008, like I said, with just neighbors and friends, and realized that, okay, I have to actually get an LLC in people's homes that, I get insurance and I do that. So I say I established my business in 2011. And this is us now. This is my daughter and our little puppy. She's so cute. Is it daughter or the dog?
If you just right click, that's all.
Right click, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go, wait a second. Right click.
Left click, left. You gotta left back to move. Right click is just your selection. That's all.
Don't look.
Yeah.
Back. I know. Okay, one more. Oh yeah, no. Okay, left. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so Leave It to Lisa, the acronym is LITTLE, L-I-T-L. And when I first started doing it, I thought I have to use that somehow. Because that's what I'm kind of trying to create. Little less stress, little less stuff. And when I was putting together what I actually do for my clients, I created the little system. And it's really only 2 steps, and the rest is kind of what happens. So I wanted to teach you guys a couple of the things that my team and I do for our clients. And the first step is let it go. So when you look around your, when you look around your space, what are the things you can just let go of right away? Clients search us out. So obviously, they know there's things in their house and their space that they don't want anymore. So let's say a kitchen. So you're looking in your kitchen and you open the drawers and you take out 17 spatulas. Right? Some of them are burned, some of them are melted, and those are the ones that we sometimes use all the time because they're like the best. You can't get rid of them. So keep those, keep those. But the other ones that someone gave you got free at a raffle somewhere, just get rid of those. Make that first decision is just let it go. And, you breathe deep. And, we go into some kitchens that look like that. And some of them, the closets look like that. Those good bags? Everybody has the good bag stash, or the good boxes. We all have those. How many do you really need? If your goal is to get rid and to create space and calm, which is what we try to do, just get rid of them. Because you'll always get another good bag, and you'll always get another box, things like that. So that's where we start with our clients, and that's where you can start at any part of your home. It's just the stuff that you can get rid of. And this is kind of a normal kitchen, right? The other ones were a little over the top, but this could be any of our kitchens on any day of the week. This is, could be my kitchen on any day of the week. People think organizers have, these perfect houses, and we come over. Oh, I have to clean before you come. No, you don't, because we live in our house. We just have a place for everything, so the cleanup is a lot faster. So this took about maybe 2 hours, and it was really just stuff. We just got rid of stuff on the counter. We did a little in the cabinets because she She had a little extra stuff, you know, the Tupperwares and the cups, the to-go cups and things like that. But for the most part, everything was just there, you know, because she was busy all week, 2 weeks, whatever it was. And you just take the time to, you know, to put it back. Oh, hello. Oh, I have to start from the beginning, Leanne. Okay, so these are the steps, and everybody knows this, right? We all know this, even the computer knows. We all know this, right? Yes? We all know how to eat well, right? We all know these things, right? It's just taking the time to do it. And when I started the business, I thought of it as, you know, it's a luxury for people. But it's not. A lot of people can't do this, and they need somebody there with them. But we all know, you know, start with a small area. This is what we do with everything. Oh, my little E's went down. Start with a small area. Every client we've ever seen is so overwhelmed. Okay, a moving client, a senior especially, they see their whole house. Every bedroom, 5 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom, the whole house, the kitchen, every closet, the basement, the bath. How do you start eating an elephant? Exactly. So we start one spot at a time. It's a lot easier, it's a lot doable. One drawer. Just the kitchen cabinets. You know, put on some good music for 2 hours, see what you can get done. You know, one thing at a time. Because all our clients are overwhelmed. And I'd be overwhelmed too in some of the, you know, garages and houses that I've seen. Because we walk in and it's not that crazy, it's not that much, but it's you're crazy and it's you're too much. So we get it, you know, we come in with an understanding. Okay, now this is where we can start. Let's just start here. Discard. First thing we do, get rid of all the recycling. In a closet, I love women's closets because we have all the wire hangers and we have all the plastic bags and we have all the stuff. Just, first of all, just get all that out of the way so you can see what's there. And then every woman knows, no, I really want to get into that one day. I'm going to hold on to that, right? You know, that sort of thing. Just get rid of the stuff you know you don't want first. Because you'll be amazed at how clear that is. And sometimes that's it. But sometimes that's all we have to do, is get rid of that stuff. We don't even have to get to the next step. And then keep, of course, put the stuff aside. If you're going through that closet, or going through those cupboards, put those things aside that you're going to keep, that you just know you're going to keep them. And even the stuff that's like, oh, I don't know. Well, that's a keep for now. That's a keep, because you don't know. You know, but the stuff that's immediate, like, no, I don't want it, I don't want it. And then the stuff you donate. I've been turned away with my van full of stuff every time I work with a client because the donation sites are so overwhelmed. Sometimes they turn things away. That's how people are just in this purge, this state that you just want to get rid of things. So find sites. I'm on the board of Women Giving Back. We take clothing for women and children who live in shelters. I'll come to your house. People leave bags on my porch. Susie's done that a couple times. I slept up and Gail, I left something on your front porch. Excellent. I put it in my car when I'm going by Women Giving Back. I'll take it and give you the tax receipt. There are places that will pick up the restore. I love, they'll pick things up from your house. I suggested to people, actually I learned this when I was giving a talk at a senior center years ago. This one woman told me on every floor, she's on 3 floors, she was an older woman, she has a box. And when she finds something she doesn't want, she doesn't need anymore, she puts it in the box, and when it's full, she brings it down to her car. Like, that is a brilliant idea, because it just keeps it, keeps you moving, keeps the flow and energy going in your house, and you have something. And when it's full, you donate it. So the next step is more difficult. It's make it intentional. It's those intentional, you have to really think about those decisions, those pair of pants that, oh, God, I really want to fit into those one day. Do you love them? Do you really love them, or is it the idea of fitting into those pants that you love? If you do, if you really love those pants, keep those. But if it's the ones that I just want to get in them, but they're a little dated, they're a little, get rid of those. You have to make an intentional If you really want to declutter, especially, you know, some of our clients are moving and they're downsizing a lot, they have to be really deliberate. I'm never going to talk somebody into getting rid of anything. Never. I want them to decide how to, you know, what they want to do with it. I was with a realtor and a woman the other day. Her husband had passed away, and she was making, I think this is brilliant. She's making the real estate agents friends with her, and she wants to make the home different than when the client lived with it, with her husband, because he died in the home. So they're redoing a lot of stuff. And I mean, it makes me want to tear up now, because she doesn't want her to leave the home with the memory of the husband dying. So we're changing it. She's getting a new bedroom set. And she has this great mahogany bedroom set that her grandfather made, and the kids want her to keep it. And we were standing in the closet, and I said, well, how does it make you feel? She just stopped, and she said, very sad. She didn't know why she didn't want it. She thought she should keep it, because it's the grandfather, you know. And she said, I don't want it. And I said, that's what you tell your grandkids, or if they don't want it, someone else will. So you have to kind of, we have a lot of different hats. All you are too, you know, we all wear different hats. And, you know, you try not to step over that line, but I don't know, it's like, you know, you download something and you just know that person needs to hear that. And she decided it herself. It's like, no, it makes me feel sad. I don't want it in her next chapter. You know, so we asked a lot of those questions. And that was real, like, talk about intentional. She thought she needed to take that to her next, you don't. So, what makes you happy? I love this little smile. What makes you happy? What really makes you feel good? I know there's that Japanese book, that lady that wrote that. And I love a lot of that stuff. But also, I think, and this is, I don't know, she lived in an apartment maybe this size. So she can take every book off the shelf and put it out and touch it and stuff, you know? Most of our clients, you can't do that. So, you know, I don't believe you have to touch everything and feel what you feel from it. And, you know, do you love it and all that. It's like, I can tell from something on a shelf if I love it or want it or need it, you know? But I am all about surround yourself with what makes you feel good. My daughter's 13 and she wants to be an interior designer. She's really good with colors. So she looks around my house and she's like, Mommy, you know, there's a lot of color in our house. Because I'm a very, you know, I have fall colors and she likes the grays and all that. And I said, well, what would you change? She's like, well, that picture doesn't, you know, it doesn't really go with the room. I said, yeah, but my grandfather painted that. Oh, because she gets how I feel, you know. Okay, so that's staying. It might not match. It might not look, you know, Andrea Schwartz perfect, but no, she agrees with me. Yeah, she agrees with me. But like it's, you know, it's not going to be taking picture for Better Homes and Gardens. Exactly. We live there. So surround yourself with the stuff you love. You know, if you want to put that mug that's chipped that grandmother, you know, gave you, put it up on a shelf. Don't keep it locked in a bag in a box under the kitchen sink because you want to keep it safe. Like, put it up. You know, surround yourself with that. And then you have to decide the things that, you know, don't bring you joy. And some things we have to keep. You just have to keep stuff around the house because it's useful. But for the most part, if you are in that, I want a cleaner, calmer space, surround yourself with that stuff. Because then when you wake up and you see it, you know, it brings you joy. And we all know this. Clutter is amazing. I say with the organizing mentors, we help our clients with the mental and physical clutter because it's one and the same. You know, I couldn't, after we were really busy in December, I sat down after the holidays at my computer and I had piles of stuff everywhere because I hadn't done anything. Now that would have been overwhelming for anybody else and they would probably just move the piles. I knew 15 minutes I would be done because everything had a place. You know, because I have ADD, I can't get started with stuff, I can say something else, all around me. Yeah, I just can't, because I knew I had to focus, and I had to move stuff, instead of just, because I wouldn't have known it was back here. Even though I was working on my computer here, I would have known I just piled everything out back there. And the next one is transform. So this isn't really a step, but I believe that once you've let go of some of this stuff and you've made those intentional decisions, you've transformed. You have. And even if you're starting a diet, you're getting a new job, you're going on interviews, whatever it is, you're transformed. You have changed something. And your space has been transformed. Even just a little bit. You know? I love that. It's just once anyone decides, and that's one of my favorite moments when I talk to a client, is when they've truly called us, when they've decided, because you know they've been thinking about it for a while. They've done research, they've made a couple calls, and then they finally, they call you. Like that right there is they've already begun changing.